Hi there, welcome back to the Financial Drive-Thru, your stop for all the cryptocurrency related news and updates in the space. My name is Majesty Ibianga and I'm your host. If it's your first time joining us, it's going to be a short drive-through, so do hit the subscribe button so you can catch my other videos as they drop. That said, everything that I say and do on this channel is really based off of my own research and my own personal bias, so I encourage everyone else to do their own research as well. And that said, let's drive through. I'm just going to jump straight into the news that's been causing a stir on the internet right now. Goldman Sachs is considering a custody offering for crypto funds. There's a video over here where Blankfin says he's not worried about cryptocurrencies in a systemic way, so I'm going to link that in the details section, but let's jump straight into the news. Now, the firm is considering a plan to offer custody for crypto funds according to people with knowledge of the matter. But this would mean that the bank would hold newfangled securities on behalf of the funds, reducing the risk for clients seeking to guard against threat of losing their investments to rogue attacks. So this is true. That's actually going to be very great for clients. The deliberations are reportedly ongoing and no timeline has been set for when the firm will roll out the services, the people said, asking not to be identified because the information isn't public. So now I'm drawing my attention back to people with knowledge of the matter. I mean, on what basis, what grounds are they even saying any of this? I mean, right away, we can already say a lot of this isn't factual and this can't exactly be taken seriously. This could be a publicity stunt. It could be something to, just stir up the emotions of the cryptocurrency community. Here they say a formal offering from an institution like Goldman Sachs would actually provide a credible backing for crypto funds and could pave the way for more investors to bet on the asset class. Now, in response to client interest in various digital products, we're exploring how best to serve them in this space, says a spokesman from Goldman Sachs. So I think this is probably the only bit of information that is reasonably true. They're quoting someone who's actually from the company and not people with knowledge of the matter. But I don't expect to see any price swings based on this headline. And there's just been so much back and forth with Goldman Sachs in the news. Now, interestingly enough, in this video, and I'm going to link it in the details section of the video, so you should look it up. He was talking about adoption, how when he first saw mobile phones, he didn't think anybody would take on to them. And then gradually, well, they did take on. And so he's looking at cryptocurrencies kind of in the same way, with him being skeptical about it and then still seeing global adoption over time. So it may pan out that yes, they are considering this, but for now with this headline, I don't think any of us should take this too seriously. Moving on. Bitmain is taking over the world. Bitmain confirms new crypto mining facility in Texas. Now, the Bitcoin mining hardware giant is officially setting up shop in Rockdale, Texas, and expects to launch mining operations early next year. Now, they've confirmed they're investing $500 million over the next 7 years into a new blockchain data center in the US states as part of its strategic investment and expansion plans within North America. So the facility will employ 400 residents, and Bitmain already intends to launch educational and training programs for potential employees. Now, they'd already posted job openings on Indeed.com. This was linked in the article actually, and you can see over here where they said they're currently seeking 2 candidates for the role. One based out of Wenatchee and the second one based out of Rockdale, Texas. In April, Bitmain received approval for a land lease to set up mining operations in the state, though it faced backlash from some local residents skeptical about cryptocurrency mining, with one claiming it creates wealth for the owner with no trickle down. Bitmain is also reportedly looking to open offices in Brazil, and they've already succeeded in opening bases in Switzerland and Israel. So, slow and steady, Bitmain is actually taking the world. And the author of Rich Dad Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki, is saying the biggest economic crash is coming. So he says the dollar is toast and that gold, silver, and cryptocurrencies are going to win this. Now, he says he can't predict when this crash will happen, and the market has already started feeling the ripples. He says foreshocks are sounding right now, and he talks about the dot-com crash and he talks about the real estate crash in the past. So this is where Bitcoin comes into the picture, as it's expected to get investors' attention as a potential hedge against the stock market collapse. As a huge fan of the Rich Dad Poor Dad series, I found this article very interesting. I mean, he says we're watching the end of the dollar and he expects that Bitcoin will likely emerge as the winner, as millennials prefer using cryptocurrencies already over gold. Here we see Jamie Dimon says JP Morgan will use the blockchain for a whole lot of things. In a recent interview by the Harvard Business Review, Jamie Dimon was bullish on blockchain tech, but he shied away from commenting on cryptocurrencies, saying fiat payment apps were the biggest potential disruption to his business. When asked about his view on cryptocurrency, Demon simply said he probably shouldn't say anything more about cryptocurrencies. Now, he did argue that it's not the same as gold or fiat currencies, which are supported by the law, police, courts. Now, what's actually interesting is that he made a point of calling blockchain technology real, kind of implying that crypto isn't. But he did say that JP Morgan is testing the blockchain and they'll use it for a lot of things. Now, in the last few months, JP Morgan has been very bullish on Bitcoin, with the bank even filing a blockchain-related patent on the 3rd of May. And they've also announced that they've created and filled a new position for a head of crypto assets strategy. So all this is basically good news for crypto, but I mean, we need to face the facts that lately there's too much contradiction going on by the media, and a lot of it is having a pretty messed up effect on the price. So I urge everybody watching this to actually take a lot of the headlines that they see with a pinch of salt. Don't really get your hopes worked up. You definitely don't want to get emotional trading just because you saw a headline. That is just going to be very dangerous right now. These are things to consider as we're going through the phase in the market that we currently are seeing. I mean, trying to figure out if Bitcoin is going to go down or if we're actually still in the makings of a bull run. So that's all we're going to be covering today. If you like this kind of content, do smash the like button, hit the subscribe button so you can catch my videos as they drop. My name is Majesty Ibianga. Thank you so much for watching. You guys are amazing, and I'll see you on the next drive-thru. Cheers.